you that. I promise you history will be made. I said it before, I say it again. People who know, maybe they know, but people who don't know, I promise you history will be made tonight. You will be part of a group where history will be made. Okay? Tomorrow, MOBMOVIECON and SopranosCon. It's going to be legendary. 7 p.m. red carpet. The Mob Movie Award. First ever Mob Movie Awards. Let's start giving people their roses. Let's start showing people how much we appreciate them. And that's what we'll be doing tomorrow night. Listen, I'm not going to talk no more. I want to bring out an incredible actor that's played in so many movies. The legendary William Forsythe.
I gotta tell you, John, we can't clear this for any of the bosses.
Hey, it's our family, it's our move. Nobody gives up this greedy cazzo.
When?
Not until Neil goes.
All right, DB's with us all the way. The Chico says you ought to get all the capital regimes together and make them vote right away. That'll make it official. He can deliver Joe Armone out of retirement. Sit next to you. That ought to give it some weight.
You're gonna be on the boss. You ready? Frank and the Chico be consigliere. We're tight. Yeah, real tight. Huh?
There's a lot of Gotti movies out there. The best I ever seen someone play Sammy the Bull. The best. The absolute best.
I'm here with William Forsythe.
How you doing, honey?
I'm so glad to see you. What was your reaction when you found out that there's going to be a Gotti II?
I don't know what to say. I told the guys last night, I said it's a tough act to follow. You know, so best of luck. I hope they do a great job, honestly.
Yeah, and you don't know if you'll have the role of Sammy the Bull, right?
Well, they mentioned it to me briefly, but we haven't had any real discussions about it. You know, I'm always open-minded, but, you know, Gotti is such an important movie in my life and my career that, you know, it's definitely something I would take with, you know, heavy consideration, you know, so.
Well, what do you think of this event? Isn't it spectacular? MOBMOVIECON and SopranosCon?
It's fantastic. There's nothing in the world like these fans. The fans have been phenomenal. People show up, they know everything you ever did. They know more than the people in Hollywood know about you, so there's nothing better, you know.
Yeah. And you've developed friendships, and that's the best part, isn't it?
You know, there's so many people you meet in this business, and they're your friends, and sometimes you never see them again for a long time, like Armand. I just recently saw Armand for the first time in 25 years. Our friendship was strong when we worked together, and then a second later, you know, a month ago, 2 months ago, we were right back into it again.
Yeah.
So
it's like only a week passed. Well, good luck to you. Wonderful seeing you.
As Anthony Quinn said, 5 minutes.
Blink of an eye. Thank you.
Let's give her a big round of applause for William Forsythe. Let's go! All right. It's a big one. It's a big one. Dominic Chianese. Hold on, Dominic Chianese. Hold on. Recently turned 90 years old. Let's give him a big round of applause. And ladies and gentlemen, round Jr. was born. Let me tell you something. We talk about an artist, a creative like Dominic Chianese. Okay? Let's give him his flowers tonight. Why do people want to wait till people pass away to give them their flowers? Let's give them their flowers tonight. Give a big round of applause. Somebody who came all the way from London to be with everybody for this weekend. This is going to be a moment of a lifetime. And I'm ready. I love this guy, man. I love this guy. One of the greatest actors of our time. I say it. I say it. The voice, the look, person. Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet for Armand Assante. First time you ever met Armand Assante, what was your thoughts about what type of person, what type of actor he was?
I think it's a question of respect. I felt that I'm talking to somebody who really wants to hear me talk and say something, and it encourages me. I think that I was always looking for some kind of way to do my job as an actor, to be real. And you know, I may be older than Armand, but he was like an uncle to me in that sense. Somebody who knew exactly what, like you said, what the street was. Because I was born in the streets too, we all were, you know. But I had to learn to be a man. And I get that feeling from Mr. Assante. And he was like an uncle to me. That's how I felt about it.
That's beautiful.
The rule was broken, yes. It calls for GOTTI to die. Was the reason for breaking the rule so powerful that it was justified? We need all the John Gottis we can get, but we survive by our rules. If it was my call, he would go.
William told me one time, he said, you like to sing country song? I was singing a country song, The Blue Side of Lonesome. And William heard it and he said, you should do that. You should sing it, do a country song. So I started to learn a lot of country songs. And by some miracle, I ended up in Nashville. And what did I sing? I sang a country song, and then I sang a song that my grandfather taught me in Italian, and everybody applauded, and the tears just came right out of my eyes. So you got to work with people that you love, and I think the Gotti character, I think, was a true individual, but sometimes that individual doesn't know that the real thing is to be a part of the community. That's what I was trying to teach him, I think. You got to go by the rules if you want to be the family. But Gotti was strong. He had strong individuality.
I was just complimenting you on being able to hit the high notes last night when you were singing.
Yes, I believe in taking risks. And it came out, thank God. Yeah, I enjoy that song. It's a great song. It's called Ungrateful Heart.
What involves being an actor?
First of all, you have to really commit, and that's part of the talent that it came out of my mouth last night, and I really believe it. Part of your talent is really wanting to do it. You know, the excitement of doing a part. It's like going out to play when you're a child. That's why I use the child analogy. It doesn't mean you have to be a child, but it means you have to have the same spirit, you know? that you want to do it really bad.
And I think, as you said, you have to have the innocence that anything is possible.
Is that what I said?
Yes.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Love to see you.
First I heard, okay, we're doing this movie. It was very exciting. Then I heard we were all going to go to Toronto to make the movie, and it just seemed, what are we doing? Why are we going to Toronto to make this New York movie? But I got to tell you something. It was the most incredible experience maybe that I've ever had in my life. We brought the Gambino crime family to Toronto. This group of guys, these incredible actors, every single one of them came, and every single day, every night, we hung together, we lived together, we ate together. We were the Gambino family. And I can't tell you, I mean, it's an old school way of working, and I long for it again because you just don't get it anymore. You don't get anything like this anymore. It was phenomenal, you know. Every actor, you know.
Te non wish to about che cosa conosco. 5-10 years from now. Le promise Giancari. Remember the time we were in Vegas, we see that funny guy, Joey Gould?
Yeah, the Riviera.
Yeah, right. Who was the guy who walked in the bar that night, Jojo?
That short guy?
Yeah, Jojo.
Oh yeah, he's the funny guy.
Jojo comes into the bar, right? He's wearing a solid gold buckle. This big, says Jojo on it. He's got a bracelet on his arm, says Jojo on it. Got a necklace, says Jojo. He's got a solid gold cufflinks, they all say Jojo. Went to the little cheap fella walks in, he says, "Excuse me, Mr. Jojo." He says, "Shut the fuck up, nobody know me." Why don't you give me Sammy? I mean, I understand nothing about this guy. I mean, you're the other boss, and you know, Castellano should defer to you a little. He was one of his guys alone, I got no beef. Just tell him to give me Sammy.
For once, Leone on this piece of work. Leave it at that.
Is that what you want?
Doesn't matter what I want. That's the way it is.
What made you want to tell this final story? Because with having the Gotti family and all of these 100+ hours in museums, this is something that I said would be making history. What was your thoughts when this came to you? Regardless of doing Gotti II.
Well, the Gotti story is a phenomenon in American history, and he was the first, actually, mobster, if you will, who went completely public. What fascinated me about him and his character is that this is a boy who literally grew up in abject poverty, the son of 13 children, but a boy who grew up on the street, literally on the street, and had no spiritual or moral guidance whatsoever. He was truly a street kid, trying to survive in a very difficult environment. And he spent the formative years of his life on the street, literally with a rope tied around his waist and 2 different shoes on his feet. So, notwithstanding, there are people in America who came from abject poverty who went on to run major multinational corporations. I don't dispute that. But what also fascinated me about Gotti is that he had no moral guidance in his life. He had no moral gravity in his life. He only knew survival.
I'm here with Armand Assante. Last night you won an award.
That's very sweet of them. It's very lovely to win awards, you know.
Yes.
I've been in this business so long, I kind of take it with a grain of salt. I'm very happy though, very happy. And I have to admit that the team here, the VirtualCons company, is an amazing group of people. I'm very proud of all of them. And I was saying last night, you know, it's very rare in this industry where you find a synergy within a group of people. And I think the only time I've done successful ventures is when there was real synergy.
Yeah.
Without synergy, it ain't happening.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Yeah. Well, I know you're not about awards, and I know you're about the craft. Now, we're going to have GOTTI II. Are you excited about that?
I'm rational. I'm excited, but in a sense, I certainly will never do anything that would violate the integrity or compromise the integrity of the original film. And that, another example, I had an amazing company of people that were just, you know, never to be replaced.
Yeah.
I had, I mean, stellar stars at HBO who really knew what they were doing in the production end. I had the former vice president of Paramount, Gary Lucchese. Bob Cooper was the head of HBO. Robert Harmon was a brilliant director. And we cast an amazing team of performers. And that's all that stuff goes in. Those are the components of what make a great orchestra or a great jazz band or a great comedic troupe. And the point is, without that kind of synchronicity, I keep a cool head.
Right.
So at this point, I'm thrilled that there's a passion to get that done. By the way, it's been coming at me for years, the idea of doing a sequel to that. But again, I would do nothing to compromise the original integrity of that.
Yeah. You know, I was watching you intently Friday night when you spoke about an actor has to have the role and the character in his DNA.
Yeah, that's
so you're going to have to do that again with GOTTI, right?
Well, in this case, it would be a completely different, very tragic, appalling time of his life. It's a very, very brutal story.
Brutal. Well, congratulations on your win. And I loved you in Napoleon and Josephine, a love story. Napoleon.
You have a good memory.
A love story. I said, oh, I have got to meet Armand Assante.
That's so sweet.
He's so romantic.
That's so sweet. Thank you. That was a big part of my life. I wanted to do another version of it, but it's a big production.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that I finally had a dream come true.
You're so
meeting
sweet.
you.
Thank you, Dawn.
Love you. Best of luck.
God bless. God bless.
The CEO of VirtualCons, my friend, a great leader, Michael Mota. Let's give him a big round of applause.
Thank you very much, everybody, for coming tonight. It's an honor and a privilege to obviously be up here with these great men that I now can call my friend. And the funny thing is, this all started for the fans, by the fans. So it's all because of you. So round of applause for everybody in the audience. We started this thing of ours a few years ago. I think it was November, I forget now, in 2019, and I heard Pete say with dear friends, Dan Trader, and Joe Fama. Now you probably won't see Joe Fama because he's downstairs getting this ready for you for tomorrow. This has been a great ride, and we're just getting started. So let me tell you a quick story, and then I'm going to give you some news. And then I'm going to let you do what they do, the GOTTI reunion, which gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. 2 years ago, we had our SopranosCon. We had 15,000 people over 2 days. You're probably sick of me talking about this, but we had 15,000 people all over the world, and we realized how many people really love this genre. And we realized that we had something special, and we decided to have MOBMOVIECON here at Harrah's Resort Casino and at Caesars Entertainment in Las Vegas. They wanted us. They wanted us to come and enjoy, so we can have something very special. Australia, England, Africa, all can watch this great event. And that's really the way of the future and how things are going to happen. We're going to have those that come live, and then we're going to have those that go virtual. But together, we're all one. We're all one fan base that loves and eats and sleeps mob movies, Sopranos. Anybody like the Sopranos out there? So over the next 2 days, we are going to celebrate the Sopranos greatest TV show in history, and we're going to honor the mob movies, but we took it one step further because that's what we're going to do. We're going to continue getting bigger and bigger, and we're going to do the first ever Mob Movie Awards and give these guys and girls the recognition they deserve in the genre that we love so much. And we're going to have some cannolis, of course. We're always going to have some. So tomorrow, a lot of people flying over tomorrow. We're going to have all those tables full. We're going to have a full dinner. We have awards to give out, and it's going to be a great tribute to the movies. Now again, if you haven't downloaded VirtualCons, it's in the App Store and the Android Store. Again, people are watching live, so let's make some noise to all those that have not come today. Our company, in association with Vision Studios, is set to begin a production on a major film, GOTTI II. The title of the movie will be GOTTI II, the final chapter, Facts Undisputed. And this will be the long-awaited sequel to the 1996 multiple primetime Emmy Award winning and returning in the title role is Armand Assante. He's the celebrated actor who took home the outstanding lead actor in a miniseries or a special Emmy for his powerful moving portrayal of John Gotti. I am proud to inform you that Armand serves as our chairman of the board for VirtualCons. Tonight, among the original Gotti cast members who join us tonight is my dear friend Dominic Chianese and WILLIAM FORSYTHE. And who knows, maybe they'll be in the new movie, we'll see. GOTTI II, the final chapter, Facts Undisputed, will be written by Nick Vallelonga, co-writer and producer of The Green Book, who received Best Original Screenplay and Best Picture Academy Awards for his contributions to the unforgettable and already iconic film, and George Gallo, writer of Midnight Run, starring Robert De Niro. Our producers include Arnold Rifkin, a Hollywood stalwart known for bringing to the screen, among many memorable films, Tears of Sun in 2003, 16 Blocks in 2006, and Live Free or Die Hard, Live Free or Die Hard 2007. Also producing this film will be now a new friend of mine, Johnny Ariola, founder of Vision Studios. His affiliations include the Jerry Springer Show. Yes, you heard me right. The Jerry Springer Show. And I did hear a story. No, he doesn't want me to say that. But I did hear a story that he needed to pump up the crowd. He didn't know what to do. So he said, Jerry, Jerry, Jerry. The Ellen DeGeneres Show, Windy City Live, and sports entertainment for Don King Boxing, HBO, and Telefutura. And I wouldn't forgive myself if I didn't casually mention that I will serve in the role of executive producer of GOTTI II. Finally, the man whose name he carries, the man to whom he's devoted, I speak of our production key advisor, John A. Gotti. John's mission is to tell his father's story factually and comprehensively, which is precisely why he has come to us in our shared capacity as storytellers. He understands that with GOTTI II, we will deliver the truth via the powerful vehicle of dramatic fiction. John has granted us, the producers and the creative core of GOTTI II, the final chapter, Facts Undisputed, unfettered access to his family's archives, including hundreds of hours of video and audio tapes, and thousands of pages of public, private, and even allegedly secret documents. The only promise we make to John, and by extension his family, is one of honesty throughout the storytelling process. Simultaneously with the production of Gotti II will be the creation of a documentary thoroughly informed by the Gotti archives. The academic rigor and tone that are inappropriate in a piece of dramatic fiction will be present in abundance throughout his nonfiction production. The working title of this documentary will be Behind the Scenes, The Making of Gotti II, Final Chapter, Facts Undisputed. Further plans are underway to convert the former Ravenite Social Club, the 247 Mulberry Street space that is commonly described as the Manhattan headquarters of the Gambino crime family during the 1970s and 1980s, into a museum. Yes!
For TV broadcast info, like Stage, Screen, and In Between with Helen on Facebook.